It's me again with another weekly update. So I just wanted to come on and see what the energies were for this next week in June, and kind of touch base on the energies from last week. So this one will be for the June 15th, kind of this next week coming up. So before I get into that, we'll touch base again on last week. Or like this week, I guess. We had Goddess Ishtar daring rebirth. So there was many people going through another rebirth, which could include, breaking down of things that are no longer serving us. We had that phoenix energy coming out, rising through the ashes, being born again with a new awareness that can come with some, pain, trauma, resurfacing to be transformed. It can also come as a breakdown in relationships, career, or a release of beliefs and identity. We had the soul lesson of adversity come out. So there could have been some challenges this past week with the rebirth. We were being asked to view challenges as, the best way to learn. And everyone experiences adversity, but we all experience it based on our beliefs. Something that, may seem very hard to me might not seem very hard to you, type of thing. So, if we believe that challenges are negative or they're bad, then we're probably going to have more mental turmoil, more overthinking, more of that lower vibrational energy. And that's like kind of what we're attracting then, right? So if we think of our challenges as opportunities to learn, we're more, willing to accept what is happening and knowing that it is for our growth. We had our angel guides come out with asking us to be brave. Number 717 looked like we had some lower chakra clearing, root, stability, sacral, emotion, solar plexus, issues of our willpower were probably being brought up. 717 was also a global timeline cue. So this kind of tells me that, this was a global kind of thing that was happening. We had the jewel within a teardrop. So it was like emotional releasing, spiritual and emotional reconnection. Fun fact, the earth is also known as the jewel. She's like a little sister in the family of older brothers. She's very protected. That also kind of hints to me that it was a global activation. It was really finding that hidden treasure in the pain and emotions, really releasing those tears. We also had the Akashic Stargate journey into, other dimensions, a lot of past life memories resurfacing. And sometimes that isn't so obvious. So it doesn't have to be that you consciously start remembering past lives, but it could be something that's a trigger that brings up a past life emotion or feeling in the present day. Could also be messages in our dreams through our subconscious coming through. There was a crossroads energy. We were being asked to choose what door to walk through. Just know that, you can't make a wrong decision and you're aligned with your purpose. So we also had, the soul star chakra come out. We were merging with the divine. And sometimes that comes with having to leave things that are no longer serving us behind in order to, open up that next level of vibration. The soul star chakra is the 8th chakra connected. It's a gateway that, connects to the higher realms. And that really kind of went with that Akashic Stargate. It holds information about our past, future, and karmic patterns. We are being asked to, work with that chakra this week. We also had the frequency of RE 417, connected to the sacral that was helping out to clear those traumatic experiences, which obviously could bring up a lot of emotion. The re tone really went with that rebirth. It was like that cleansing, cleansing and clearing that out so it could help with that in our sacral. So we also had the bear animal totem, which really connected with the being brave and the ancestral, karmic patterns. There was a lot of ancestral Native American symbols on that card. I think we had the eagle, the bear. We also had that full moon, which we had a full moon, and it was that full Sagittarius moon, the strawberry moon. And that's that fiery energy, right? Sagittarius is that fiery energy. Sagittarius is the illuminator. Sagittarius is about truth, and I should know because I am a Sagittarius. So it was, you know, kind of highlighting, illuminating those things in front of us. It was, you know, it was bringing those up, like actually literally we were going through them and seeing them. So it was also, the bearer is also connected in the sky to a major Ursa. It's known as the Great Bear constellation. So I was really getting the Pleiadian energy with that. You know, major Ursa is a filter for that cosmic energy. And it was very much connected to the heart. So, you know, matters of the heart. And then finally we had that Five of Pentacles. So, which signifies kind of a loss or destruction. It was really giving kind of that not wanting to see what was next, not wanting to open our eyes to the light. And that can kind of come with a rebirth when we're going through stuff that is really hard and challenging. We're kind of like on that thing about like, I don't want to know what happens next because, you know, it might just bring more turmoil for me type of thing. So it was kind of like we were in that energy of kind of maybe a loss or a destruction, but in order to be, you know, rebirth, it comes with a destruction of some of the things around us. So that was the energy I was getting there for last week. So let me know if that resonated. I know I did go to a full moon ceremony this week with quite a few ladies that I know here. So a lot of people were saying that, you know, it was an emotional week. It was really on and off. There was, you know, a lot of emotions, releasing, crying, stuff like that. So, yeah, let me know if that resonated for you for this week they're coming up. So I'm going to pull an alchemical activation. So this is going to be our guide for the week. Who we can call on, crystal that we can use. These also too are linked with meditations on Spotify, which I usually will link on my Facebook. And I find the meditations are great because they really kind of just tie in the whole, I feel like the whole theme of everything. So if you get to check those out, great. I find they really help. So I'm going to ask for the guide who's presenting this week and the crystal that will be of most benefit for us to work with. Oop, and we got one fill out. You can grab it. And we've got, so Hecate, goddess Hecate, and Mica. So Mica is very high vibrational as well. That's a very high vibrational stone. So we've got the Crossroads of Destiny here. And last week we had that Akashic Stargate, which was that Crossroads energy come out. So it's kind of playing off that, it seems like. So it says, I enter into the unknown with complete trust in my heart, recognizing that this is the portal to new expressions of divine grace. I make my choices from a soul level, understanding that what I decide at this time has the potential to transform my world in the most beautiful ways for the spiritual benefit of all being. I embrace change, feeling spiritually secure and supported from within. I cross the threshold into a new way, surrendering and unconditional trust. So yeah, that kind of goes with the rebirth that we had last week. So we had, or I guess this week, I guess it's still Saturday. So we had that, you know, that breaking down, going, you know, now we're coming into a new way. It looks like there is a crossroads, you know, we're making choices from a soul level. We are embracing change. You know, we're opening up to new expressions. So, and it's saying, that the heart is a portal to new expressions. So it looks like here, yeah, we've got some of this, this crossroads energy coming through here. And then we've kind of got, looks like some of that fiery energy here. Goddess Hecate is, I believe, goddess of the underworld. So it might be going within as well, with this next, this week here. So it looks like if you have any mica, that would be a good one to work with. I believe mica is connected to the crown chakra. So we'll see what else comes out in these cards here. So I'm going to see a soul lesson for this week. What is the soul lesson that will be popping up this week? We've got doubt coming through. So it says here, I release the need to know all the answers. So that's something too, yeah, when we have a crossroads kind of thing, we want to know where we're going. We want to know what's next. And sometimes that comes with, yeah, doubt. Like, oh, I doubt that's going to happen type of thing. So we're releasing the need to know the answers, and knowing, you know, is our crown chakra. Looks like we've got our heart, a lot of heart and some solar plexus energy here. So, you know, we're not going to know what's next type of thing. So we got to release that need to know what's next. And that's coming from control. That's coming from that vibration of control, and control really comes from fear. So needing to have that control, needing to know what's going. And I can honestly say that was a huge part of my journey, is like, I needed to know what I was doing, where I was going. But that's not really how it happens. We start walking the path, and then, you know, those synchronicities and everything, they open us up to more. So, and where's the fun in that? If we already know where we're going, how can we enjoy the adventure? You know, so that looks like that's something that's coming up this week, but we're just being asked to try and release that need to know, try to release that control. It's a lot in our mind, I find. But, you know, it looks like here, you know, if we're following our heart, then we will be, you know, led to the right place. So that's what's coming up this week as well. So I want to see here. I want to see what the angels have to say here. And it looks like here too, we've got a little bit of solar energy coming out. We've kind of got, it looks like almost like a sun. So we've got that solar energy coming out as well. And it's kind of cool that we got like a crossroads. And we've kind of got all these little, you know, directions, it looks like, coming off of here. I did post on my timeline, my Facebook as well, about there was a square conjunction coming up as well, it looks like, in the astrology. So that kind of goes on with that theme of like the square. So let me see here what else about this doubt. And it looks like it's something solar, some kind of solar energy. So let's see here. So we've got here 4444. So we've got that kind of that square energy kind of again here. So it's looking like, it looked like triumph. So it doesn't matter if you know all the answers, you're going to succeed. You know, it doesn't matter which way you choose. It's all going to lead you to ideally the same spot. Sometimes when we make a choice that, you know, we think, oh, back then maybe I shouldn't have done that, and I wouldn't be here where I am today because of that. But that's exactly where you need to be. You know, we're learning from our choices and our mistakes. You know, there really are no mistakes. Everything is in perfect order. You had to experience that. So it looks like we have some triumph here. So we're coming out of that Phoenix energy. We're kind of coming at a crossroads, and we've got kind of more of that crown chakra coming in, like I was saying, with that doubt. But you are going to be triumphant in whatever you decide. Just release that need to know. You know, what path should I take? Just release that. So, That's interesting. And 4444, that's a pretty powerful number. So like 4s are usually our stability, our foundations. They're a lot of our home life as well. So it's looking like, yeah, we're going to be, you know, it's going to bring in that stability. And it also too, that with the crown chakra, like it might be helping our thinking as well. So let me see if we can get anything else on that. Looks like too with the triumph, it could be affecting our diamond light body. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so we've got number 19 here. It says eternal dance. And we've got movement, wheel of life, and path of least resistance. So yeah, it's kind of going on with that destiny, that crossroads. You know, the path of least resistance, release the doubt, to release the need to know all the answers. And you will be triumphant. So we've got movement. So I'm definitely, yeah, getting some movement with this card. Maybe this week would be a good week to dance. Maybe you'll get the, you know, get the call to dance. Sometimes I do. And it's, or to do some movement, even just going outside, taking a walk, you know, any way that, you know, you can get your body moving this week, it looks like. And movement really helps release stuck energy as well. And then we have too the wheel of life. So it looks like the wheel might be turning. We might be coming into a new chapter, which that Phoenix energy is coming, was coming in. And I think on that square conjunct, it was saying something about another next cycle for the next 18 years or something. So it's looking like movement will be very good this week. You know, we've kind of got that earth energy as well with this. So this is kind of like the dance of life, you know, and it's kind of moving. We've got that movement kind of coming in. So we're moving into another cycle, it looks like. So then we've got number 19. So we put that together. So 20. So 2 is kind of our partnerships, our relationships. And then we've got the 0, which is kind of that manifestation energy coming through. So it's also kind of 2 is a master number as well. So it looks like, yeah, we have something maybe with our relationships, our partnerships coming through for this as well. So, interesting. Let me see what else we got. Any outside energies that are coming in. And the path of least resistance. So I'm getting like if you're getting resistance on your path, like if you're having resistance now, it's like that's coming in is like choosing that path of least resistance, type of thing. So it doesn't have to be so hard. Let's see what else here. So we've got, looks like here, the Sword of Light. I was getting swords actually when I was shuffling these cards earlier, in the tarot at least. So Sword of Light, so it says here, divine protection, cutting cords and breakthrough energy. So yeah, it looks like we got that Phoenix kind of almost up here again. So yeah, swords are kind of like communication, but they also are used to, you know, you cut the cords. Maybe you'll be asked to this week or guided to do a cord cutting. Maybe then, and energetic cords are formed with people whenever we go against ourselves. So, you know, people pleasing, you know, that forms an energetic cord. When we say no, or yes, when we really mean no, that forms a cord. So it's good to be in a practice of clearing those out every once in a while. Now you can do that just calling in, you know, Archangel Michael is a good one to call in to help cut cords. A lot of people use candle magic to do a cord cutting rituals. Or you can just intend it, right? In your meditation. So it looks like we have some protection. So Archangel Michael would be a good one probably to call in this week. And here you can see in this one too, she's kind of all wrapped up in some vines here. So these could be, I'm getting these are kind of cords. So we're being asked to break free of some of those cords that we have, those negative attachments, so that we can move, so that we have movement coming in. So that's what I'm getting on that one there. So yeah, a good one to call in this week would be, you know, Archangel Michael. And we're having that breakthrough energy. So it looks like, yeah, we're kind of breaking through. We had that Phoenix energy, and now we're kind of breaking through that. A lot of people were saying they had a lot of emotional stuff coming up, but we're breaking through that and a sort of light. So there's light coming, you know. So let's see what else. I actually got a new deck, this one here, Magical Dimensions. So I haven't really taken too much of a look through the cards, so I'd be interested to see what comes up in this one. Let's see. So it looks like here we got number 50, and it says ripple effect. Deliberate affects goals. So that's what it looks like here. It looks like we've got a lot of that blue kind of throat energy coming through. Number 50 is a lot. I find 5 is kind of our balance. So it looks like we're being asked to have some of the balance within our lives. So here too, so it's saying here, so we got that ripple effect. So once we maybe cut the cords, you know, that's going to help ripple out in our energy. You know, it's going to create a ripple effect. And it's going to help us, you know, with this path of least resistance, I think. That's what I'm getting on that one. So, yeah, it looks like here is though maybe focusing on some of our goals as well with that. So, that's interesting. It's got a lot of water energy in this one too. So it's going to, you know, that water does create that ripple effect. So once we break that surface tension type of thing, it looks like there might be some sort of kind of portal coming in through here. So let me see what else we have for that. It looks like here we've got kind of that feminine energy as well coming through. Let's see, what else can we pull for this one? So yeah, like coming to that crossroads and us choosing a path, releasing the need to know the answers is going to create a ripple effect, which is, you know, going to really help us take that path of least resistance. You know, cutting the cords is going to help with that as well. That's going to help us get that breakthrough energy. We're breaking through, like I said, kind of breaking that surface tension. So let's see what else we have here. So we got number 33, which is also like a master number as well. Journey to wholeness. So yeah, we're coming back to ourselves. It looks like here we've kind of got that heart portal kind of energy. Like we were saying, that crossroads of destiny. It's saying that I complete trust in my heart, recognizing that this is a portal to new expressions. So yeah, we kind of got that heart portal energy, and we got the heart energy kind of with the doubt as well. And here it looks like we've also got like we're kind of pouring in. It looks like, I feel like this is kind of a pouring into our hearts. So it looks like here, yeah, we're kind of asked to bring back those pieces of us that we once lost. And that's going to really help us to become, you know, whole again, to realize, you know, who we are. And we've also got some star energy up here. We've got kind of all of the, you know, all of the chakras. It looks like the rainbow effect. And we've also got that female energy as well coming out. So all of these cards, you know, this one here, this one, and then we've got this, you know, eternal dance card. They've all got that kind of that feminine energy coming out. And then the goddess Hecate as well as that feminine energy coming out. So yeah, we're being asked, you know, to call back those pieces to us to become whole again. And you got some flowers up here, so like she's blooming. You know, we're blooming. So, and then, you know, 3 is kind of like our mind, body, soul connection. And then when we have that, it's kind of doubled that. So it looks like it's going to be extra potent. And then we've also got, you know, the 3 and 3 is 6. So that's our harmony, our divinity, our balance. So let's see what else we have here. I'm going to pull an animal card. It's going to help us become whole again. And I'm almost getting like with this one here, like she's kind of all wrapped up in the vines. And then this one here, we're kind of like, it's almost like all the, like her hair is like, you know, it's out, it's free. So it's like, it's almost like we're kind of have those cords to cut, but once we do that, that's going to help us become, you know, free and whole again. I'm going to see an animal. Oh, my cards are all messed up. I'm going to see an animal card here. That's going to create that ripple effect. Okay, let's see. We got the butterfly coming out here. So yeah, we have that transformation energy, joy, lightness, rebirth, it even says on the card. So yeah, we're still going through that rebirth, it looks like. And it looks like here we've got the crown chakra kind of coming out again. We've got that purple energy. So it really looks like crown and heart a lot. Almost crown, yeah, crown, heart, and throat I'm getting out of this. So yeah, we've got that butterfly energy. So we're in that transformation state here. So that'll be something to watch out for. You know, you'll see probably butterflies quite a bit. Butterflies are, you know, usually a pretty big symbol for transformation. So it looks like, yeah, but we're coming out of that rebirth. So we're, you know, like I said, we're blooming, you know, we're changing in, we've already came out of the cocoon, and this is like where we got that butterfly energy coming. And let me see here, I'm going to pull one of my Phoenix cards and see if there's anything else this week. Just to wrap it up here. So yeah, we've got Metatrons cubes, so sacred geometry you might be geared towards, or, you know, working with Metatron. So it's saying here, all the Akashic records. So yeah, we had that Stargate energy come out, the Akashic Stargate. So it looks like maybe we still have a little bit of that coming through. So it looks like here, number 15, so 6 again. So we've got kind of our harmony, our divinity. So yeah, it looks like that this week here, you might be getting some sacred geometry. You know, you might be even seeing kind of this symbol here. So yeah, that looks like that's coming out this week. So it looks like still some Akashic records stuff is coming. And I'm just going to pull one more tarot card and see here. And that's a card of creation. So, yeah, it looks like we've got some creation coming in here as well. Okay. Yeah, we got the 2 of Swords, which is funny. It's funny because I was saying I was getting swords before this. Now we've got the choice again. So it's kind of strange. I think we got this one not too long ago as well. So we've got that 2 of Swords energy. You know, choosing the path. We have that Crossroads coming through. So see how she can't see? She has to release the need to know the answers, to know which one is the right path. But no matter which one you take, it's going to lead you where you need to go. You're gonna be triumphant. So, you know, taking the path of least resistance. So if you're confused about which path to take the path of least resistance. That's what I'm getting with this. Getting as well, you know, you are protected. We have the swords again. Look at it. She's, you know, she is protected. You're protected in it. Whichever choice you make, you're protected in it. You know, you're having that breakthrough energy. We're cutting the cords. Cut some of those cords this week. That's going to have that ripple effect that we have here. So it looks like here she's got she's in red. So, you know, that can be affecting our safety, our security, our root chakra. So, you know, it could be a path where, you know, it's really affecting, it's really giving you a lot of fear, but don't worry about it. You know, this is helping us journey back to our wholeness, back to ourselves. And it's looking like too, yeah, we've got, you know, we're transforming, that butterfly energy. We're transforming. So yeah, that looks like this is what I got for this week. So then two is also, yeah, like 2 is our partnerships. Like I said, you know, like we had that with the Eternal Dance with number 20. So it's kind of like our partnerships, our relationships, our balance and harmony, as above, so below, number 2. So that's what I'm getting for this week. So it looks like here, you know, we're really being asked to, you know, just trust in our heart, really get out of our head, I find, with it. Because a lot of things, it's a lot of thinking, it looks like. So it looks like cutting those cords will be really helpful. You know, moving this week is going to be really helpful. And it looks like, yeah, we're being asked to choose a path. So let me know if that resonated for you. That was a lot. Yeah, so we'll see what comes up for this week. And if you like this, give me a like. Thanks.